Your grow weather tonight, we start out as always with the drought monitor, which comes out every Thursday. A huge improvement once again this week. Is this where it's going to stop now that we go into a hot, dry period? I guess we'll see if there's any improvement or the drought starts increasing again. Pretty close to 70% of Nebraska totally drought free. We do have that line of abnormally dry areas from northeast Nebraska through the Sandhills, and still a slice of moderate drought in the southwest part of the state, but we still are gaining on it. 7.28% moderate in Nebraska, big improvement in Kansas, extreme just over 10%, and severe now just over 37%. So that is good news there. Above average for temperatures across Nebraska, Kansas, a big share of the country. This is that change in the weather pattern that next week we get back to summer-like weather and temperatures average in the 90s across the state. And we'll see how dry it is as well. As far as 30 days out are concerned, equal chances across most of Nebraska and Kansas for average temperatures. It would be above average, though, on this outlook over the extreme southeast portion of Kansas. As far as 3 months out, below average temperatures across Nebraska and most of Kansas. So we have 3 months to decide on whether that is correct. Does that mean an early frost this fall? Because now in this 90-day outlook, we are looking closer to the fall season. Above average for 6 to 10 days out precipitation-wise through basically the eastern half of the country, below normal across Nebraska and Kansas, and that's almost 100%. There is a slice in northeast Nebraska where there are equal chances, but that does really line up with what we are seeing in our next 7-day forecast, pretty high and dry. 30 days of precipitation, the Panhandle looks like that'll be an area above seasonal, and that is good news out that direction. Equal chances, though, elsewhere across Nebraska and Kansas as well. As far as the next 3 months, near average over the northern plains, but above average across most of Nebraska and Kansas, and we will always take that. Okay, the almanac is showing normal highs this time of year, around 88 for a high, 65 for a low. But this week ahead is going to be hot. 93 will be our average high for the week ahead. 72 will be our average low, as we see a few raindrops falling in the background there. July, God send thee calm and fair, that happy harvest we may see, with quiet time and healthsome air, and man to God may thankful be. Almost a prayer there, but it is also a proverb. We hope that holds true. We hope you're having good crops, good weather, and you enjoy the heat in the week ahead.
Here with Jeff Peterson from Heartland Farm Partners here, and we're going to talk about the market numbers. And right now there's a lot of questions, especially with what's going on around the globe. You know, we've talked about that right now. As of right now, all we know is that a plane has possibly been shot down, and when things like that happen, it could impact the market numbers, right?
You know, it actually has. We've seen a change in the market direction, even as we've been watching it unfold here in Maryland. Earlier in the day, actually, the corn and soybean markets were trading higher. As more news came out about what's happening, we actually did start to see the markets drift lower. And that's been a kind of a trend we've seen in these markets. A lot of volatility still back and forth.
And when something like this happens, is this different for them to go lower, or do sometimes they rally? How does that usually turn out?
Normally, the best way I can describe this is that normally we'd see them actually trade higher. A situation like this usually ramps up the intensity and concern, which usually spills over into crude oil. And we kind of term this geopolitical risk. And anytime you see that happening out there, that generally goes ahead and causes us a little bit of boost in the markets.
Okay, so what direction do you think, as far as corn, soybeans, what do you think they're going to be going here moving forward?
Boy, I sure wish I had that crystal ball,
I know,
Marilyn.
right?
I know, I'm looking around for it, right?
Figure that out for us,
You
will
bet.
you?
That is a great question, and we've seen the market move higher. You know, we had a crop report that came out last Friday, which had been July 11th, and coming into that report, the market had been going down tremendously hard. And that report revealed that there was a lot more stocks out there in corn and beans than what people were expecting. And as a result, what ended up happening is the market did trade lower. As a matter of fact, soybeans went down to $10.65. However, since then, they have bounced back about 40 cents higher. In addition, corn, it traded lower another couple days. It went on down to $3.68. Now it has bounced back up. We're a little over a dime higher in that market, so it has came back higher. So a lot of people are saying, oh, will it continue to go higher? We really don't think it will, not unless we end up seeing some hot weather. And that's actually what's in the forecast. We've got some hot weather coming in, and so the funds are a little bit nervous about selling it off. So we could see a little bit more of a bounce going higher here, but we overall expect to continue to see this market to grind lower as we continue to see this crop progress.
How high do you think these prices could go, though?
Well, I don't think we could actually go much more than 10 or 15 cents higher. The question I get more concerned about is the other way.
Yeah,
you know, how much lower could they go?
Well, if you have questions, of course, Heartland Farm Partners, check them out. We'll also have contact information on our website, nebraska.tv. Just click on NTV's Grow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marilyn.
One segment still to come. That's our Farm Youth of the Month. We're here at the Adams County Fair. Stay with us.